Morning everyone again, and thank you for joining me for another video. I'm trying to be a bit quieter because my flatmate is still sleeping. Hi Andrew, if you're watching this. And today, one thought that I had that I thought I might share, which was hopefully might inspire actually someone. But the second I woke up, 6 a.m. I looked out the window and I noticed it was actually pouring it down. And obviously that could have been a hindrance to going out for a run today, but I just know that I've done it a million times before and nothing bad's happened, nothing major's happened. I just get a bit wet. But the second I walked out, the rain was not half as bad as it looked like from the inside. Obviously inside it's nice and warm and cozy and dry mostly. But the second I got outside, there was a few raindrops on my face, and I did feel like thinking, oh, maybe I should leave it till the evening. But guess what? If you get out there, you get it done, you're not gonna get as wet as you feel like you will, or as much as you think you will, and you'll come back with a feeling of accomplishment. They've actually done something before the day's even started. People are still in bed, or some people are still in bed, but you've already done more than 90% of people have ever done, physically wise. So get out there, don't let the rain stop you. Do something positive for your life. And remember that every time you thought about not doing something because of the rain, you probably wouldn't do it ever. I just finished the podcast with Casey Neistat, and my goodness, I never felt something that was more relatable to the exact same moment in my life. Obviously, if I'd listened to this even let's say a month ago, I probably wouldn't have related to it as much. But all the things that he said just clicked, especially now when I'm trying to post something every day or get over the anxiety of people seeing me or listening to me. And one thing that he said pretty much at the end of the podcast that was really interesting was that nobody cares. And he's right. Honestly, everyone is living their own life and nobody really cares what you're up to, what you're doing and what you're saying. And even if they do, they don't really pay that much attention to it. Even if they do see the thing that you're doing, it's not that deep. And I think that's probably the biggest takeaway for me, that nobody really cares. So just keep doing what you're doing, put in the hours, put in the dedication, time, and something will come of it. And just focus on getting yourself out there and being at the forefront of the opportunity, because there's only so much luck that arises and so much luck you can harness. But if you're not there prepared when the opportunity arises and it comes along, then you'll be left behind and you won't be there well when it's time to strike, so to say. I thought that'd be quite an interesting reflection. I also think I need to stop myself when I get these thoughts when I'm listening to podcasts and just take some notes, because there's so many interesting things that come into my head and so many ideas, especially while I'm running. I have so many ideas on content I can make or podcasts I could do, or not podcasts but video ideas that I've got. But the second I get back home and I just get back into my routine, it just kills it off. So I think yeah, I'll definitely need to start taking some notes. Maybe right afterwards. That'd be interesting. I'm back at the flat after a long day of work, and Andrew is here. He's cooking up. What are you cooking, Andrew?
Oh mate, stop video on you, man.
Some sort of curry. It did smell like a curry house in here earlier, so I had to open the windows. She's just adding up some of that special yogurt on top of his food. Sauce. I've just made this thing, so it's like some experimentation in the air fryer with some eggs, bread, and chicken and vegetables. And Andrew tried this first ever bowl of Borscht. And what's the verdict, Andrew?
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. So I'll need to fact check myself, but I do believe it's got a Russian origin, and someone is going to probably, if I was popular on YouTube, there'd be people in the comment section saying it's not actually Russian, but guess what, because nobody's watching the videos, I can get away with saying whatever I want. And yeah, it's actually a very healthy soup full of it's got beetroot, carrots, potatoes, cabbage, chicken. It's yeah, if Andrew likes it, then it must be good, although Andrew likes anything.
Yeah.
I'll eat my food, and then wanted to talk about the podcast that I listened to earlier, which I thought was quite interesting, so I'll catch you in a second. So the podcast I actually wanted to mention that is definitely not for the faint of heart or for the weak-minded, because if you've got even a little bit of left in you, or a tiny bit of liberal or anything slightly weak, you should definitely not listen to the podcast. The latest one from Modern Wisdom and Bedros Kulinen. Yeah, definitely just said his name wrong and tried to hide it by saying it quickly. But yeah, just even the first 20 minutes, it definitely kind of nudges you into gear, because it doesn't use an approach of babying you and into thinking that you deserve everything and that everything that you've ever wanted is yours. You just need to maybe work hard for it. But no, he's the type of guy that's like, you're a piece of shit, and if you don't work for what you want, then you'll never get it. And yeah, just a lot of tough love. And the words that he uses to define 99% of people on this planet it definitely, it's a bit different, especially because everyone is now so cautious about being cancelled and what they say. But this guy is a multi-millionaire, probably even more than that, and he knows what he's talking about, and he's not gone there by being a baby or being babied, or even his businesses. I believe he's got like a marine sort of special ops boot camp that he does, and people sign up to pay a lot of money to be a part of it, where he just tries to break them, or he's got multiple fitness brands and so on. But I would highly recommend that you watch it or listen to it, because it's a very inspiring podcast. And yeah, if you feel like you need a bit of motivation, or you need a bit of a punch to get you back into gear, I think it is the podcast for you. I'll definitely finish it off tomorrow while I'm running. I actually did save it for my run, because that's definitely a bit of fuel for me as well. When I am running, it definitely will spark up something. Yeah, thought I'd share that with you, and that concludes my day. Hope you've had a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.